Good evening and welcome to Tales. Good evening and welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark. I am your. Okay, sorry, just looking to gift sub. Thank you very much, Kit. I am your keeper of arcane lore for the evening. We are playing Masks of Nyarlathotep. We are in New York. These people made some very poor choices, and most of them are dying. Yeah. Without further ado, we'll do a wee intro for them, and I'll do my best to recap, and then we'll see who loses the most blood. So, Michelle, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I would like to make a point that I did not make poor decisions last time. I was dragged into circumstances outside of my control, and I apologise for nothing.
That's fair.
Oh, and I'm
Absolutely
playing
fair.
Kathy Bacon, 40-year-old actor in America and a woman, so therefore isn't getting many roles anymore. But is still very popular on the social scene.
Mm. Mainly because she plies people with drinks and tells them about communism.
I am the talk of the season for that reason.
This is true. Just wait till McCarthy comes about. Ian, who
Oh,
are you?
I'll kill him.
I'm August Fulner, or Augustus Fulner, and I'm a professor in languages at the university. I studied cryptography, and I was I'm a World War I vet. My intro is not as good as the last time. I remember Kathy saying it was good, but basically I'm holding everything together, and from the poor choices from the last time, I'm making the sanity check, so I'm not going crazy yet. And hopefully we get out of this place alive.
Tim? No, it's not working again, I think. You're muted.
Yeah, it's Tim finding the right damn tab and window he had open. It was buried.
Don't do that to me,
Hi,
man.
I'm Tim. I'm playing Bob. Bob made poor decisions.
Yes, Bob did.
He looked behind the curtain.
Oh, God. It wasn't looking behind the curtain, it was a problem. It was just running full pelt at the curtain after you seen some feet in it. Like, fuck it, I'll be fine with this.
I remember distinctly at the beginning, I was like, let's stealth. Let's pick up a club weapon so we can be quiet. Let's sneak into the room.
You can say, right, come on, I want to check what's on the walls, and there's that. Nope, let's go shoot them. Fuck it.
I did not shoot them till I found out they were scary-faced people monsters.
Yes, but you ran up in order to do so.
I only saw one. I was going to assault and capture. But then they turned out to be ugly monsters.
Oh, God. And Lavaita, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lavaita. I'm playing Evelyn, who is a secretary for a radio station and is now getting swept into this, under a cover of admin, into a mystery that she hasn't quite found out much about yet.
Yeah, very good. So, last time was actually the first time the Evelyn joined us. She spoke with the lawyer, Curtin Ramsey, got some info about what's going on because she was a friend of Jackson Elias. And now that he has died, she's one of the people that he asked to continue on his work, looking into the Carlisle Foundation. Or the Carlisle Expedition, sorry. The other three went searching for their friend Lara. Couldn't find her. Went to her house to steal some stuff from her. Not sure. I can't remember how well that went, but they managed to get in. They managed to convince a drunk guy to let them in the apartment. Worried about Lyra, they nevertheless went. And did you meet up with Millie Adams last time, or was that the time before?
That was the time before.
The time before? That was also when you were at the things. So, not knowing where Lyra was, decided to further their investigation by checking out the Juju house once again. Sneaking in through an adjoining building, they found it empty. And after a quick search, they found a door into some kind of basement. There, Bob decided to Leroy Jenkins it and almost got them all killed. when they lifted up the lid on a massive well, they managed to find Lyra. Well, part of her, at least, her face screaming at them from some horrendous monster in their mostly banged up state, either physically or mentally. They managed to make their way back up the stairs, only to be confronted with, what's his name? Dari, who appears to be the leader of the cult. And that's where we left them. Well, where we left them. We left Evelyn leaving the Lord's house. She'd been told where Kathy lived, and told to seek her out to get started. So, Evelyn, you got some info. You've got it's fairly late in the afternoon. It's very cold. The wind is biting. You've just got your taxi. Where are you headed?
Well, had intended to absolutely just go straight home and read through some of the material I got from Erica. But actually, looking at where I am,
I forgot. Yeah.
Looking at where I am and where Kathy's address is, that's kind of on my way. So I'm kind of tempted to go by and see if she's in and coherent at this time of the day, and see if I can get anything from her. Sorry, I shouldn't have looked at. Anyway, see if I can get some information from them on the way back to my place. Because even if it's just nothing, even if it's just like a chat and going hey, I know these people too, that could be useful.
Taxi driver, can you give them the change to address? No problem. Some weather we're having, isn't it? Where are you from?
Well, Britain originally, but that was years ago.
Before you even finish, she starts talking about something else. This, whatever, blah. I have no idea what goes on in New York at that time. I just know it's very cold. He chats your ear off the entire time till you get to the place. You pay him a tip. The doorman comes out and opens up for you. May I help you?
Hello, I'm here looking for Kathy Bacon. I've told that her address is on apartment number of this building.
Certainly. It's very popular tonight. Does Miss Bacon know you're coming?
She doesn't, but I'm a friend of one of her associates. It's just a social call. If she doesn't want me to come around just now, I can go away again. I will not cause trouble.
He looks at his watch. Well, Miss Bacon's generally happy to receive visitors at this time of day, so not even a response there from Michelle. I expected a smile or something, or a look of shock, but no.
No, nothing you said was wrong or remarkable. It was entirely correct. I do welcome visitors.
You're shown to the Kathy, is there an elevator in the building, or is it just stairs?
It's an elevator. A chap called Davo will live. Not Davo, that's very modern. A chap called Davy works the elevator.
Davy's
and he has picked me off the floor of the elevator many a time.
Very kind of him.
Is it one of those ones that has the pull over?
Yes.
Fence thing?
Absolutely, all the cranks, all the things.
All the cranks, knobs, whistles.
Davy's a fine man. And now, the guy who runs his own trade union.
Well, what does Davy look like? Do my work.
Middle-aged, let's say, African-American guy, kind of short, a little bit schlubby. A little disheveled. Like if Columbo worked in a lift.
You see him pitching with his fingers as if he's looking for a cigarette or something, but obviously not while he's working. How can I help you, miss?
Hi, I've come to see Kathy Bacon. I think she lives in this building.
Yes, she does. I'll take you right there. It's tons of things. Opens it up, gets in. He hums some tune that seems half familiar as you're going. Doesn't make small talk at the moment. Just smiles and nods and lets you out of the floor. When the cranks open, you step out. Just a short walk along the corridor, you see someone standing outside the door. that you're going to?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the numbers of the rooms on the way past, going, okay, that one must be this one, and that's the one he's standing in front of.
He turns to look at you. He's got something in his hand and he's paging through it.
Hi,
Sorry.
sorry, am I interrupting anything?
Puts it back in his pocket. No. My name's Lieutenant Poole, and he brings out a badge and shows it to you.
Oh, you're police.
Can I ask what you're doing here?
Well, I've come to see Kathy. I'm looking to there's a message left in someone's will, and I'm just checking some stuff out. And Kathy was one of the people I was told to come and see.
You're one of those friends of the murdered man, I see.
Oh, right, okay, you're up on
Can I
that.
ask your name?
Yeah, sure, it's Evelyn Caldwell.
And were you meant to be meeting Miss Bacon?
We didn't have an appointment. I only just found out her address, and basically she's on my way home.
I see. He taps his pen against his notebook. And you say you're a friend of Jackson Elias? You're one of these people looking into his research?
Yeah, I used to work with him, and he left me a message saying that we should be looking into his murder because he was very worried about something. I'm very, I only found out about this morning. It's a lot.
You see, Miss Bacon is a wonderful person. And I was a little bit rude to her on the phone. And now she appears not to be home at a time I was almost certain she would be.
Do you think something weird's going on? Or untoward?
Look, I shouldn't be doing this, but I think I have an idea of where she might be. If you'd like to come with me, you can stay in the car and maybe catch up with her there.
I will certainly not be staying in the car, but I will come with you.
Ma'am, I need to see to your safety. I know one of the leads she had, and... Yes, okay. Come with me.
Okay.
He walks off. You're just going with the strange man with the badge, yeah?
Police, probably fine. I'm a white British person in America in the 1920s. It's probably fine.
You get downstairs.
Fine.
It's fine. It's all fine. Get downstairs. You say goodbye to the doorman. This guy, he's not incredibly tall. Kind of pudgy, has a moustache and a trench coat on him. He's not well dressed, but also not poorly dressed. So they're kind of Columbo-ish again. He opens the car door for you. Says, I have a terrible, terrible feeling about this. And sets off. I don't think they have any sirens or anything then, so I'm not going to say they haven't. But you head off. Driving in the snow goes much more slowly than it would nowadays. But luckily there's no traffic. It's fairly dark outside. And you get to where you're going in about 45 minutes.
Is it a part of town I know, given that I've lived in New York for
Harlem.
15 years, 20 years?
You probably would not have spent much time in Harlem.
No, probably not.
Streets are quiet. The car inches along. You come across it stops just outside of a small alleyway. Says, I really would appreciate it if you stayed in the car at least until I make sure of what's going on here. Maybe
Okay, how long after you getting out should I wait before I come in after you?
I will come out to you.
Okay. If you're in trouble though, after 20 minutes.
If I'm in trouble, I don't think there's very much you can do to help me, miss. I'm wondering why I let you come along with me, in all honesty.
They will absolutely not be expecting me.
He gets out of the car, puts on a hat, and disappears into the alleyway. What are you doing?
This is immensely frustrating. I want to be doing something, but I don't know where I am, and I don't know what he's going into. Might look around the car, see if there's anything in the car that could be of any help.
There is a tire iron lying on the floor in the back.
That's a start. Taking that.
It's got fairly good heft to it, but you're quite strong, so it's not.
It's not bad. And yeah,
I mean, otherwise he's got various papers kicking about. Probably has some more ammunition in the glove box or something.
okay. I don't think I can do much with that stuff at the moment, but the tie iron is a start. So I might go somewhere I can see what's going on. I won't be in the car, but I will be looking at the building from like behind a wall or something, and listening carefully.
A minute, and I will see if I can show you if I still have it here. No, I got rid of it. So the small alleyway leads to what do you call it? To a small courtyard. Small alleyway, small courtyard, small fucking everything. The alleyway's been swept. There's no or shoveled. Sorry, there's no snow there. You can see lights in the buildings, so above the windows that show out onto the alley, you can see the lights above. In the courtyard, you see two doors in front of you. One is just looks like at least an abandoned shop, and the other is ajar, and you see the policeman, Lieutenant Poole, standing with his legs spread. And you hear him shout, "Freeze!" Three of you standing in front of Ndari. He's just said that the Chakota will eat again tonight. What are you feeling at the moment?
A little scared. I would like to say something to him.
There you go.
You have a mole in your unit. How do you think we knew where to come? They told us just enough. If you kill us...
He's that close to us?
He's close enough. He's a very big man.
I keep going. You can slap me all you want. That's not going to change the fact that you've got someone in your outfit that you can't trust. And if you kill us, you'll never find out who it is.
Get back down the stairs.
You'll never find out who it is.
He smiles at you. You see his teeth shining white, and his tongue slips out, and it's bright red. There is no mole in our brotherhood.
Then how do you explain us being here?
The master willed it so. And that's when you hear
sounds like
freeze. And you see at the corner of your eye Lieutenant Poole standing, both hands, one hand his gun, the other one supporting it underneath, pointing it directly at Ndari.
Does he have anything in his hands? Is he just talking?
Here's a gun.
Bob will be also struggling next to... Okay.
No, sorry, the volume is...
I can turn it down if you need me.
No, I've got it, it's fine. There we go.
Bob will be struggling to try to get his gun up to aim, but he's right next to Kathy, and he's got a dislocated shoulder and holding part of his intestines in, so he's a little preoccupied. So, but that's what he's seeming to do right now, too.
And you, August?
I'm trying to figure out, like, we just came up these stairs, and he came into the room. And
you're now up in the shop again.
Yeah,
and he's standing there, so you've... Yeah.
So, and he was ready with a gun pointing at us?
Yes.
See, and then Poole came in and pointed a gun at him and said, freeze.
Yes.
I guess I'm going to drop my stuff and I'm going to pull my gun.
Okay, give me an agility roll, please.
Agility roll. Is that just a dex roll?
Dex, yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Oops. Hard success.
Hard
14
success.
over 50.
Oh, sorry, but extreme success. You reach for it, and that's when it all kicks off. You get punched in the stomach. Well, it tries to punch you in the stomach. Yep. You can dodge if you want,
All right, I'll dodge.
but it'll be a
Fail.
fail. You take, is it 1d4, isn't it, for, I think it's plus a damage bonus. So you take 3 points
Okay.
of damage as he punches you in the stomach. You can feel something inside move that shouldn't have moved. And I think with your health, you'll now be on the ground, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I passed my conscious check when I went below half. I've got a major wound, so.
Yeah, but you'll need to do another con check in a minute. Lieutenant Poole shoots. Right,
I
sorry.
fail. I'm out.
You are out. I just scroll past Lieutenant. This is all going really slow. I hate combat. Right, so Poole has a.
It's only just started.
I know.
It's only been like 30 seconds.
I know, and for me it seems like it's going really slow, and I hate it. Anyway.
This should be over soon. There's like 3 people with guns against 1 person with a gun.
Well,
Oh, well,
we
he
have to
just
be able
did.
to shoot.
Poole shoots, standing, as I said, legs braced, very taking aim. And Darien moves just out of the way, and it clips him in the shoulder, and he falls back. Hold on till I find out his fucking HP. No, not England. Sorry. Oh, for fuck's sake. Apologies.
Come on, you only have probably about 30 tabs open and you can't find it? What's wrong with you?
I know. But no, it's only the one tab. Right? It's only, no, not the one tab, it's only the one window. It's, and I've got it open, I just need to fucking search through it. There we go, Mdari. High Priest, he has hit points of 17. That's so he's alright. This shot booms out, and as he punches you, he then falls to the side. So stumbles to the side, just past Kathy. Bob, Kathy, how do you think your fighting will be going just now, actually?
I did have my gun in my hand, so I was planning on shooting him.
Well,
Bob is going to try to avoid being ran over. He doesn't need to be pushed back down the ladder or stairs. So.
Right, who's got a higher dex from you two?
70.
70.
Then choose who goes first.
The lady who isn't wounded.
Thank you very much. All of that stage tumbling I've done was very, very useful for this particular moment. I would like to shoot the bastard in the face with a gun.
Right, getting him in the face would be an extreme success.
I'd like to shoot him on any part of his body I can, because
Right.
I am very bad with guns.
A hard success you're going to need for this. Remember, you've got bonuses you can take if you would like.
What kind of bonuses?
You can take up to 2 bonuses, which would give you plus 20% to the skill for the roll. So if you've got a skill of 20, if you take 2 bonuses, you would need to roll under 40, not 20.
I have a skill of 35. Do you mind if I take one of them?
You can take 2.
But then that won't leave any for anybody else.
We have like 20 odd. We have very, very nice
I'll
audience.
take 2.
Right, so your roll.
So if it's 48, is that a success now?
It would be a success, but it's not a hard success. Is it? No, it's not.
How much is a hard success?
To get it to a hard success, 55, 48, that would be 27. Yeah, you would need to spend quite a lot of luck. 20 luck.
I don't have
Did you do
that
your luck
much
regen
luck.
that I asked you to read?
No, I'll do that now. I succeeded. So does it go back up? What's it go back up to now?
You should just have got 21 luck. I should have done it. It should have done it automatically. Just a second.
Oh, well, I can just do that myself.
No, you should. Yeah,
21.
you need to add the
32,
21 to
42,
it.
52, 53. There we go. There,
Wait a
done.
minute. What did you do? Luck recovery, or did you do?
I clicked the circle thing.
Yeah, that's
I
what you should
got
have done.
I got a success, and it said recover 21, but it didn't add to my luck, so I added it myself.
Good. Good. So yeah.
But yeah, I've still just missed.
Gun goes off. You feel it bucking a little bit in your hand. You're already pretty shaken up. As you fire them, just beyond Barry, you get a glimpse of Abraham. Do you remember Abraham? Yes.
Yes.
In the one shot. You see
What
his
do you mean?
face
He's
just
there.
blatantly. You see him, yes.
Abraham!
Evelyn, you came up just before who shot. What would you like to do?
I'm staying out of it. I heard a gunshot and suddenly I'm like, oh, actually, maybe I don't want to go in there just yet.
Give me a listen roll. Okay, we're all listening.
I had edit mode turned on still.
No, that's all right. You hear coming from behind you footsteps.
I turn around and look.
You see two fairly large men, one black, one white, both wearing something around their head with a red strip hanging down in front of their face, both carrying clubs.
Have they seen me?
Yes.
Great. Sorry, am I in your way?
Put down the tie down.
Put down the clubs.
I don't think so.
Well, there's two of you and there's one of me. Who do you think feels more in danger here?
One of them steps towards you. Is raised. What is your dex?
55.
Then one of them is going to try and thump you. And fails miserably. And the other one as well, just as his friend lashes out, maybe slipping a little bit into ice and missing you. And the next one hits. And that would be. I'm not giving them the knives just now because that would just be mean. Give me a second.
I'm not sure I'm set up to actually use the tire iron in combat.
Just use brawl. It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Take 2 points of damage as this club smacks you into the arm, making it feel a little bit numb.
Sorry, is that an HP thing or is there another damage thing? I'm not
HP. You can try to dodge if you wish. Apologies.
Then I'll try to dodge.
You want roll dodge?
Failed. 50 over 27.
Then take the 2 damage.
Where does the damage go?
HP.
It's
right under your name and occupation.
Yep,
right off to the side.
I'm just having to enable edit mode to take that down. Okay. I'm going to try and hit one of them. The one that missed, I'm going to try and hit him with a tire iron.
Give me your roll. Just brawl.
Okay. That was all there. Sorry, Sorry, I'm still
There's
getting
a
used to
lot
the character
okay.
sheet thing.
There's a lot of skills.
But they're alphabetical. So.
That was a fail as well, 70 over 35.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu. You will
You can
fail
spend-
most of the time.
You can spend, 35 luck if you want.
Do I have... Yeah, I will spend 35 luck.
Right, smack 'em, and then you can roll a D.
Hang on. Maths. Thank you.
Then a D4 for damage.
Spelling roll. That's next test. Still didn't do it. 3.
Yeah, that's good. That is good.
I'll get the hang of it.
Back in the shop, and Barry roars from the pain and throws something towards Pool and hits him. And you see Pool, something's picked up, you don't see what it was. There seems to be something fairly heavy as it's thrown towards Pool's face and smacks him. You hear it crunch into his nose. You see him stumble back. So, August, your dex was what?
I'm out.
Oh, you're unconscious. Fuck. Give me a con roll. Maybe go back. Kathy,
Anything
Bob,
Bob can do? Anything Bob can do.
what would you
I'm
like to do?
injured. Yeah. Bob would like to try to at least shoot who's ever in front of him. He's half out of it, and he just sees somebody trying to
Right.
get in their way.
It's dark here, so it's going to be going to need a hard success. Like, yeah, okay, we'll say hard. Okay. Would you like to take any bonuses?
Sure, I'll try to use one of the bonuses. We have one.
One or two?
One.
Just one? Okay.
Now would be a wonderful time to Hank Schrader this.
Any number of additional dice. I don't think that matters at this game.
No. You can. No, you couldn't. To get to a hard success, it would be much
I already
better.
listed it at hard. I put it at hard. The
Oh, you
setting
put it
of
at hard, yeah.
roll.
I know, but okay, yeah, 60. There was need to be 30, 37. So don't, if you're taking a bonus, don't put it to hard or whatever, because it's easier for us to just work it out. You shoot, miss. Kathy, what are you doing?
Where did I see Abraham? Outside the shop? Inside the shop?
Inside the shop, just behind Barry.
I yell out, Abraham, get out the way!
Abraham's not there.
But you just said he was there.
No, it didn't.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Mark. Fuck you. I'm going to shoot the bad guy.
Give me your roll.
The
This thing
insanity.
just needs a normal one. It doesn't need to be hard.
Can I use those bonuses?
You're meant to say beforehand, but I will let you this once.
Thank you. I'll
Right.
do it beforehand, I promise. Okay,
Right,
so
roll
that's
the
a
damage.
hit.
That is a hit.
Okay.
I made my
5
con check.
damage. I should have clicked that one from the start.
How much of the damage is 5? Right.
Where do I hit him?
You hit him centre mass, right in the chest.
That's
He's really
right.
Small. He's already fallen over. He's lashed out towards Lieutenant Poole, throwing the thing, breaking something against his base. As he's doing
That's what you get for hurting my cop.
He falls, stumbles backwards. Poole shakes his head loose, fires again, and misses.
I made my con check. I don't know what you want to do.
So
with that.
next round, you can do something again. Evelyn.
This is not going the way I expected at all.
No, the one that smacked you lashes out again and misses. And
Thank
the other
goodness for
one
that.
also misses. I thought that was a fumble there, but it was. They seem to be getting in each other's way, kind of stumbling past each other, trying to both hit you with these clubs.
The trouble is they're both in my way as well, so I can't get out past them. And going in there sounds like a terrible idea because I just heard another gunshot. I guess the only way out is through. So tire iron it is again to the nearest one.
Give us your roll.
I should have put more into brawl.
Oh, there we go.
How do you damage?
I
you
just
do
rolled it
damage.
for you.
Thank you.
Just to make it a bit simpler.
Because I can type now. I've moved my keyboard.
Yeah, fancy. This one is the same one you hit before. When you hit him in the arm, you hit him again, and you hear the crunch as his arm breaks and he drops his what do you call it? Drops his club. August, what's your dex?
50.
50, okay. So Daddy goes first. Trying to get away, doesn't, stumbles heading for that room at the back. Kathy, Bob.
Bob, I went first last time, so.
Go ahead, Kathy.
No, I just said, Bob, you should go first, Bob, because I went first last time.
No, Bob went first last time.
Irrelevant, but Bob will attempt to shoot again.
Give it a roll. They're still at a hard success because you're armed. Do you want any bonuses?
I will use one again.
Yep. There we go. An extreme success, extreme damage. 12 damage. What does it look like as you kill him, Daddy? In the darkness, with your arm fucking hanging at your side, almost useless,
I don't lift the arm, I just turn the gun in my hand so it points. Center mass kind of is what I was aiming, but I hit him under the chin and it just, the back of his head against the wall.
Kathy, for a second, you see Abraham's face drenched in blood, and then it's gone again. And then Daddy slumps to the ground. Your pull shout, weapons down, put your weapons down.
Darling, it's us.
Miss Bacon, are you okay?
I'm pretty fucking far from okay, but this man needs a hospital, and this other man probably also needs a hospital. We need to go now.
He comes round to try and collect Joel. And from outside, here's a thud. As Evelyn, the next one, does actually manage to hit you. Would you like to try and dodge? You do it's a success. You manage to get out of the way, ducking your head just as this massive club swings at you. The one that you broke his arm, for its bitch, and tries to ram you with his shoulder. And fails.
I'm absolutely reaching for that other club. The one that got dropped.
Okay, give me a dex roll and see if you can get it. Oh, fucking extreme. So you managed to get this other club into your hand. You're now dual wielding on these two guys, beating the shit out of them. Give me your brawl roll. And tell me which one you're trying to hit this thing.
I'm hitting the one without the broken arm yet.
Okay. Would you like to spend the luck?
I don't think I have enough luck to do that.
Ah, well.
That's okay, it is what it is.
It's picking up the other club just fast enough, but it pushed you a little bit off balance. So when you lashed out towards him, he managed to just skip out of the way. But he's looking much more angry, as is the one that was trying to ram you. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I will give those bonuses to me. None. I'm nice enough. So, Kathy, August, Bob, who's helping you get to your feet? But from outside, you hear the scuffle.
Is that more of them?
Bob will be using counters or whatever he needs to try to get outside. His attempt is to get out of the building now and tells Kathy, "Come on, we need to leave." Or more police show up.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get out of here. Like, I'm just going to force towards the door, carrying all the stuff. Because I'm, like, going to go down soon, so I'm sick.
Yeah.
Probably popping up up stuff while I'm walking.
You have your everything wrapped up in the cloak.
Yep.
Lieutenant Poole's trying to give whoever needs it a hand. Kathy, beyond Lieutenant Poole outside the door, you see a woman seem to be fighting with two men.
Oh, no, this isn't happening. I'll have to go over and point my gun at the two men.
Give me... Are you trying to intimidate them, or are you going to shoot them?
I think I am going to try and talk them out of their current situation.
That's not going
whilst
to...
pointing a gun at them.
That has to... Well, if you want to try and intimidate, you can give me an intimidate roll. Otherwise...
I'm not very intimidating, but I will try.
You can give it a try. You can also take a 10...
Oh, shit. No, I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Extreme
I
success.
2 under 15.
You can pretend to be someone
I'm
very
not gonna-
intimidating.
I point my gun at them and just say, would you two men kindly stop hitting this woman with sticks?
So
Yeah,
one of the one with the
she's
broken
wailing
arm.
on
He's beating the shit out of the two of them. You feel a hand on yours, Kathy, as Lieutenant Poole says, I'll take over from here. Gentlemen, up
Absolutely.
against the wall. Are you okay, Miss Caldwell?
I'm dropping my weapons as I hear the policeman come back. I don't recognise Kathy's voice, but I guess it must be given the context.
I thought I told you to stay in the car. Are you okay?
I did for a bit, but yes, I'm okay. There were two guys that were going to come in. You'd have had trouble, I think.
Well,
Who
you
is
seem
it?
to have taken care of them fairly well.
That's debatable, but I'm very glad that you're here.
Is the New York Police Department recruiting women now?
I'm not police.
No, don't be silly.
Yes. Don't be silly.
And
Darling,
that's why. Kathy
I'm
Bacon,
glad-
I presume.
Yes, a fan. Hello.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Let's not get off on the wrong foot. I don't know you as a fan. I knew Jackson.
Even better.
What's happened to the other people? I was told it wasn't just you that might be here.
I think I should probably fill you in whilst we drive to a hospital very quickly.
Okay, do you need some help moving them?
First of all, we're going to have to get some backup here. And you're also going to need to tell me what happened in there.
This sounds like a police problem.
Lieutenant Poole, I hope you know me well enough to trust me, and will trust me when I say that I will fill you in on all of the details, but these two men need medical attention right now.
Yes, they
I will
do.
explain everything as soon as possible. You can either come to my house or I can phone you.
No,
But I
we'll
would
be
say-
meeting at the hospital since I'm going to have to put Mr. Robinson under arrest.
Well, what did I do?
Kind of shakes his hand from the blood and brains that splattered onto it. Until we get this cleared up, we'll have to put you under arrest on suspicion of murder.
Can he be under arrest
It was
in a hospital?
self-defense. He was shooting at us. He tried to kill Kathy.
I agree with that. However, I am under an obligation to put you under arrest, sir. However, I don't think we need handcuffs.
He
Get into
hands
the car.
Kathy his gun. Fine.
And as he hands it to Kathy, Poole takes it off of her and tucks it in the back of his trousers. I can't take all of you in the car, so one of you will need to wait here on the police.
I could
Well,
wait here, I guess. I don't know what's going on particularly.
Actually,
but,
no,
like,
that's stupid. They wouldn't ask any of you to wait there on the police. That is just stupid. Because other people might come and you might get murdered. Okay, all of you into the car.
there's the other car here. I can drive that.
Are you
The
sure
other
you're in a
car
fit
is
state?
nearby.
I mean, no more than I ever am.
if you trust me, I could drive. I've not been smacked
gonna
around
sit
tonight
in
at all,
Kathy.
hardly.
I'm gonna say, why don't we
Wonderful.
just take my car, take me to the hospital, Kathy, and I throw her the keys.
All right, let's jump in and let's go. We'll meet you at the hospital, Lieutenant.
Okay, and he tells you where it is, and Harlem gives you the address. Bob. Stop putting things in chat, so I get distracted. See, I've now got like 3 different chats. It's fucking terrible. You all get into the various cars. Bob, it's just you. Evelyn, who do you go with?
I'll go with the policeman probably and let Kathy do her thing.
So it's you, Bob Robinson, and Lieutenant Poole in one car, and Kathy and August in the other.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all going to the hospital, please, as Bob keeps kind of pushing his intestines and things back in.
You're all going to the hospital. On the way, you're going to have to tell me what happened, Mr. Robinson.
We went there to... Lyra's missing. We found her in the basement. She's no longer with
Mr.
us. And
Nocte?
when we tried... Yes.
God damn it.
And when we tried to leave... Well, you showed up at that time.
So
But
what
they had
happened
some
down there?
other-
Why are you in such a state? There's only one man there.
There was some others down below. I don't know.
Oh, this is
Looks
bad.
like they... Yes. And the worst thing is that I'm pretty sure... Who's the police officer in charge of this area is all part of it.
Robinson.
He's part of this, and this is it's a cult from Africa.
Cult?
They're the ones behind these murders. I know it's hard for you to believe.
If you're the
There's
car,
not
scared
much-
a little bit. You're damn right, it's hard to believe a cult here in New York City. New York City. Sorry.
Yeah. They
And you
obviously
want me
got
to
some
believe
power.
that Robson is part of this cult?
I
The
believe you should
man's an
sus-
ass, but I do not believe he's part of a cult.
Well, you'd be wrong. But
I know you
I
are,
would
but
at
what am I?
least... But if you're not going to trust me or believe me, at least go in knowing, have the suspicion in your head when you deal with him.
This is going to be a delicate situation. You arrive at the
Oh,
hospital.
yeah.
You're taken in. What are both your health at?
I'm at 5 out of my number.
August?
2.
I'm like
You're
I'm
down
a
at
third
2.
of my health. So
You are both taken quite quickly into rooms to be checked. I can't remember how this goes, but we'll do it in a minute. Kathy, Evelyn, Lieutenant Poole is waiting for you after those two have been taken in. So, Miss Bacon, would you like to tell me what happened?
Do I strike you as someone who has lost her marbles?
I don't think I should answer that truthfully, Miss Bacon. He smiles.
Well, fuck it. I'm going to tell you the truth anyway. We went downstairs, and in this pit, there was a bunch of writhing bodies that had been merged together into some kind of horrible monster. And Lyra was one of them. Now, Lieutenant Poole, monsters are real. I have seen them. I have seen them many times before tonight. This was horrifying. And in that room, I saw a lot of very, very fucked up things that resulted in my friend's stomach almost being pulled out of his body.
Give me a hard persuade roll, please.
I really regret not putting more points into persuade. Why did I put them in fast
Would you
talk?
like to
'Cause
take some bonuses?
I
So
thought fast talk was persuade.
No, fast talk is like come up with a lie on the spot. Trying to get something, trying to persuading someone is coming with an argument and saying this, that, and the next thing, and trying to get your
Right.
point across. Whereas fast talk is, pulling a fast one on
Have a way
someone.
out of shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You want
Well, that
bonuses
probably
for
fits
this?
Kathy better, to be honest. So okay, we have loads of bonuses, right?
Loads of bonuses.
I'm going to take as many as I can because I've got 13 in
Then
this.
take 2.
I'm going to take 2.
Yes.
Oh shit, that worked. Thank you, bonuses.
That just worked. Okay, I said you need the hard. What we say is he is not completely pushing you off here. You do understand this is a lot to take in, Miss Bacon.
I know, but look, I know that it will be my fucking luck that we go back there and I try to show you when they've all cleared it up, all right? But I can tell you some stories from before this time that from some adventures I have been on. And I can connect you with some people who would be able to clarify what I have told you.
That might still become a necessity.
But you must engage with these things and leave your police officer.
I will go back. I will go back to the Juju house once we know the status of your two friends.
I would advise that you go now before they clean it up. This will be your best chance.
Happened to Mr. Nocti? Did you find her?
I told you she had become some kind of beast.
Am I in the room?
Or is this... You're being checked on. We'll get to you and Bob in a wee second. Evelyn's just standing to the side here and all this stuff as well.
Look, do you know anything about the Carlisle expedition and how they died in all mysterious, horrible circumstances?
I remember something vaguely from the news, yes.
The details that were reported, and also details that we found in our investigation, showed that the remains looked to be very, very well preserved, despite being torn apart as if by animals. Okay, there is more to this of the supernatural going on. There is no explanation for how a bunch of intestines and hearts and livers could be so well preserved where they were. And tonight we have seen members of this cult do the supernatural, perform the supernatural in front of our eyes. How else would you explain this? How else would you explain the condition of my friends?
Well, the two men that were fighting outside and the one that Mr. Robinson killed could quite easily have caused such damage. Would you like the doctor to look at you this weekend? What's
I'm
your
not
HP
crazy. My HP, I wasn't touched at all. I got through totally barred-like.
I did not intend to call you crazy. I did not. You have my respect, Miss Beacon.
I don't think I could blame you if you did, but I promise you I'm telling the truth and I have insight and I have not broken from reality. Believe me, I kind of wish I had.
Miss Caldwell, this is the room you wanted to meet, Miss Beacon.
Seems like you're having quite a day.
I would ask you both to stay here. I will return to the Juju house and see what is going on. Other policemen will likely come. Tell them you're waiting for me.
Yeah, that sounds like the best idea. What was your name again? Sorry, can I take a note?
Pool.
Okay, thank you.
He nods at you, puts his hat back on and leaves.
Kathy, it sounds like you've had quite a night. Can I get you a coffee?
Do you have anything stronger?
Not on me, but let's see what we can find. This is a hospital after all.
Yeah, where's the bar?
I don't think they have one here.
Marc, it's 1925. I don't know that this hospital has a bar.
There's also prohibition, though.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
and a hospital speakeasy, that would be awesome.
You've got the medical alcohol.
Will do. Evelyn, I would love to talk to you about how things are going on back in Blighty and all of that, but
I haven't been there for nearly 20 years.
Yeah, good. It's a rubbish place. Terrible. They have a king. Why have a king? It's not like life is a fairy tale. Why do we still have kings? That's so stupid. Anyway, I'm afraid I must ask you, what has Jackson told you?
Well, okay. My full history with Jackson is that when I was first training to be a secretary, he approached me because I put an ad up saying that I was looking for bits of typing and admin work, and he wanted me to type up the notes for a book he was doing about witches in England, and he thought, being English, I'd be able to help and understand some of the culture he was dealing with and other things. So I typed up his notes, and then that became a regular thing. He'd be writing a book. Once he got all his notes together, I'd be typing them up. Then he'd go away and write the book. And we had lunch a few times and just got to know each other a bit. And then suddenly he messaged me. I got a telegram and then a letter via the lawyer. And he said that he was worried about some stuff to do with the current expedition. He was a bit vague about it. He wasn't entirely making as much sense as usual, and I was a little bit worried. And then he died. And then I get the message that I imagine you got as well, because I just saw his lawyer earlier saying, if I'm dead, investigate my murder. And so I've done a little bit. I've talked to Erica, his the sister of Robert Carlyle. Roger, sorry. Roger. Why have I written Robert? That was a player mistake, not a character mistake. And she showed me some of the books he had and some of the materials from their library. She told me some stuff about how their company's been working since he died. Yeah, that's kind of all I've got at the moment.
Okay. Did he ever tell you about Peru?
Only that he was going there. I don't know what happened there.
Did he ever tell you about what happened in Rhode Island?
No.
He would have told you some of these things. So we're saying that you're
Right, sorry.
good enough friend. So we're saying that he did tell you about Peru, because otherwise it would be a bit difficult for Evelyn to get on board with all of this. It's a little bit too fantastical. So they will have mentioned these things before.
I think some of the things in progress are probably like, because usually with the books, I think he was secretive about it until the book was done.
Okay.
Sorry,
Then
do you know what I just
you must have
realised?
thought. What?
The two guys Evelyn was fine, were told to get up against the wall, then all of you just fucked off. Which has left those two guys there going there. Wait, what?
I mean,
Let's just say the police arrived and took them away.
There's other police coming.
Fucking fuck. Anyway,
They were left in handcuffs like a Batman cartoon.
I do apologise. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Oh, fuck. Anyway, on you go. Apologies.
Then you have heard about the fantastic. Did you believe it when you heard it?
Not entirely, but sometimes the most weird, interesting stories came via Jackson.
They were all true. I was there.
Oh, God.
And a similar fantastic event happened tonight. We were investigating the Bloody Tongue, who we believe are responsible for the deaths on the Carlisle expedition as well.
That's the name of the cult?
Yes.
Okay.
And that we believe they are also responsible for a lot of deaths in and around Brooklyn. There's an innocent man waiting for the... How are we executing people in America in 1925? Electric chair?
Sing Sing is electric chair, yeah.
Okay.
Old Sparky, I think it's called.
There's an innocent man heading towards Old Sparky, as he has taken the fall for a bunch of these murders as a result of Captain Robson, who we believe has taken money from the Bloody Tongue to cover it up. We went into the Juju house because we made a promise to the innocent man's wife to get what we could to help him, and maybe tonight we did, but we have paid for it.
Yes, certainly. I saw the state of the other two guys.
August, the good professor, our friend, my friend, he managed to collect a bunch of materials whilst we ran for our lives. Let's maybe go and see him and see if he's conscious, and maybe we can start going through what we found, and we can hopefully help.
I think we need to find out where they are before the police find him unconscious and suddenly they vanish or something.
Yes. If you do want to get involved with this, I should say one thing to you. We just had a colleague, Lyra. She died.
Right. I heard about Lyra. She was on my list of people to contact as well. So the lawyer gave me a list of all the people that were already investigating that he knew about, and that was basically all of you and Lyra.
The investigation cost Lyra her life in the most grisly circumstances. So if you're wanting to join up and help us, we would put
I can't leave it. Not after hearing all this. Like, I can't not find out what happens.
Well, if Jackson trusted you, I trust you.
Well,
let's go talk to August.
Okay, I'm in.
So, okay, first of all, what we'll see is both Bob and August, the doctors, passed their medicine checks. So you're both now stabilised. You can both take 3 hit points back. To get up to full, it'll be another week or so of convalescence. It should actually take longer than that, but fuck it, we're on a timeline, so. You're both now been taken to the same room. Just the two of you. You've been set up fairly as comfortably as you can be. I did not look into what hospitals like in 1920, so I have zero fucking clue. Just
I
doing my
figured
job.
the morphine is wonderful here. So.
Exactly. You have some morphine. You'll have some nurses and doctors seen to you every so often.
The great flu pandemic or epidemic of that time will have just happened, so
a few years ago, yeah.
So I'm guessing it'll probably still be kind of set up for that.
Yeah, it'll be relatively hygienic.
Yeah.
Both of you have any wounds that you have sewn up. Bob, your arm is put back into place.
That probably hurt the worst out of it all.
And before...
Actually,
yeah.
I wanted to ask, does Kathy know any lawyers, like real sharks?
Carlton Ramsey is a very good lawyer.
Okay,
He's the one that's under retainer for you at the moment.
I'd like to call Carlton at a phone.
That will need to wait until the next day because it's night time. You won't be able to get hold of him.
So when Kathy and I leave, I assume that we put this gear that we took in the boot of the.
Yes, it'll be in your car.
It'll be in the back of the trunk of the car.
Yeah, Poole did not say anything about it. Didn't seem to notice it. Was a little bit preoccupied.
So then, I won't have it on me in the hospital, but we can look at it later.
Yeah, like Kathy could go down to the car and get it. That wouldn't be a problem. But what's going to happen is you two are brought into this room. Both Evelyn and Kathy come in. And as they come in, the nurse says, the gentleman will need some rest. Please don't stay too long.
Bob looks up. We need to get out of here.
You don't think you can necessarily go anywhere, at least tonight. You should stay at least one night.
The police will be back for more questioning. And I'm worried about the cult, especially if they find out about us being here.
I think it's important for you to do two things. One, sleep here tonight, because I'm going to get real with you, Bob. I've seen your intestines recently. Do you understand?
Yes.
And two,
I'm sewed up now. I'm good.
If the police come, you say nothing at all until we can get you to Ramsey, or get Ramsey to you to act as your lawyer.
I don't even. Well, we try to make sure Bob's very out of it, so he looks confused as much as he knows he needs. He's scared of what's going to happen if he stays. So we should see about at least getting to a different room then, so they don't know where we exactly are.
They'll come for
tonight.
They'll come for. What state are you in? Sorry.
I'm just very in pain. I just took 2 bludgeoning blows basically, so I don't really have anything broken. So it's more just I got the shit beat out of me.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe something internal, maybe a broken rib or something that could have been dangerous had you not been seen to. But you're all like patchless, so when they wrap it around really tight. You're lying there, you're in a lot of pain, your face is swollen. What was it you wanted to say there? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Bob's.
No, it was August. August.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no, I'm just saying they'll come for us. Like we can't stay here, or we need something. The bloody tongue will come. They took Lyra. They're gonna come for us.
Do you think they'll come tonight?
Yeah, before there's too many questions and too much information out. Especially since they're in Robinson's neighborhood. They'll pay him for the information. Might even be police that come.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go make a call, and then we're going to go and we're going to hide out in somewhere, okay?
Could we just place guards for the night? If we wanted to maintain, would that be
put you in a room under different names?
Or just move us.
That's what you want to do, sure. We can do that.
Well, we can start with that. I mean, you think they're going to go look for... I mean, we can't go to your place. The only person they probably know the least about, and he looks over at Evelyn.
I've
I was
not
going
got a
to
lot
book
of
a
room at my
hotel.
place.
I was going to book a hotel under a fake name.
Whatever. Bob
My
is
name
just... He
is
start...
Jennifer Bacon.
Yeah.
No, she was in the Mothership game.
That was Jessica.
Oh, it's all Bacon's.
Yeah.
Bacon all the way down.
It's Bacon all the way down.
Crispy bacon was from the 60s, so...
It's up to you. What do? We could move you to another room, or I could book that hotel under the fake name, and we can make a run for it. You're the ones who are damaged. It should be you who makes the decision.
If you can get us there without being seen, I'm worried about you. Poole seems like a nice guy, and we got the guy you need to see at the prison. He had more information.
He saw a man try to kill us and then arrested you after doing the good thing. Fuck Poole. Let's go.
I'm probably not in any state to make any good decisions right now since I've been.
Evelyn,
Bob's
But
yeah.
stat-wise, I need to stay in the hospital at least one more time to get out of this major wound situation, right?
Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Let's move some rooms around, or at least. Marc, do they have like the names on the door of who's in where?
Yes. What you could do is very easily bribe someone on the ward to let you swap and have a different name on it.
All right, I'm going to go up to the person who's in charge of that. I'm going to try my luck.
Give
The
me
nurse.
a credit roll, please.
Would I be able to try and
Just
fast
persuade.
talk them?
Do you need help being persuasive, Kathy?
I do.
Oh, I might be able to help with that. I've got some experience having to persuade CEOs to do things that they absolutely don't want to do but definitely should do.
You should go and try and talk one of these hospital people into helping our friends.
Can your dollars stand up? Because I'm not as well paid as you, I think.
Well, the thing is, it's either a persuade
It's
or a credit.
Oh,
It's not both.
Or you
My
could do the
credit's
credit, or I
50.
could do a persuade.
my credit's pretty good. And I'll take a bonus.
On you go.
So that edges it.
No edging. Mark's in the chat.
Edging is Tuesday nights.
Very glad I took that bonus because I totally passed.
Very nice.
By 1.
So, what do you say to the nurse? Nurse Genevieve. She has the white kind of hat on, a little shawl.
Nurse Genevieve, are you in a trade union?
A what?
A trade union.
No, dear, this is a hospital.
Now, I want to talk to you about how you could have power over your employers if you and your friends, all club up. And if I was to give your trade union a donation to get started with, would you be able to do me a favor?
When you say power, our eyes kind of light up. You can tell you get a little Machiavellian thing going on here. She's the head nurse, and she might not have been as responsive to you there, but when you say power, it's like, lighting up. A small donation, you say. What exactly is it you would like me to do?
Well, in exchange for me telling you how to set up a trade union so your bosses and your paymasters can never ever boss you around again, I need you to change the location of my 2 friends in this room and cover up any paperwork that could lead to anyone finding them inside the hospital.
I think we can leave the trade union talk for now. It's quite late at night. However, the donation would be gratefully accepted.
Of course it would.
And how much do you give
Thank
her?
you. I don't know how much is a lot of money in 1925. I get the impression that like $1 is like a week's rent or something. It's
No.
silly, right?
So it's not quite that. The thing, but like $10 would be a fair amount. $20 would be, given that, would probably be a good tip.
I would like to give her $40.
You give her $40, and for a second, her composure almost drops, and she gets it back into. Well, of course, it's the gentleman in that room right there. I'm sure we can find another room, and should anyone come looking, yes, they check themselves out, discharge
Thank
themselves.
That is absolutely perfect. Thank you. Guinevere was your name?
Genevieve.
Genevieve, I do apologize. I will be back tomorrow afternoon to talk to you about that trade union.
Certainly.
All
He
right.
goes off
Up the workers. Thank you.
You're into trade unions, Kathy.
It's a little hobby I have.
But you're a Hollywood star.
Why do you think I became a communist?
Oh, you're a communist. I get it, though. Corporations are too powerful, but it feels like trade unions are just like communists and socialists arguing with each other and getting nothing done.
Well, that's a bit better than capitalist having a boot on someone's neck.
Oh, completely.
At least it's a fair fight. But we can talk politics another time.
Of course, yeah.
We seem to have solved the problem, so let's talk more about what we know, exchange information, and get ready for the next day, I guess.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. Evelyn, where do you want to go?
I don't know. I mean, I live over in Greenwich Village.
That's not too far away from my place. I might know a place we can go and get a drink. Let's make sure the boys.
Oh, I know
are tucked
places
in.
around there.
Wonderful. Let's go see and make sure the boys are tucked in. Let's go get a fucking drink.
Okay.
Boys are taken to the other side of the building. Found somewhere there's no one else in the rooms around. There's no name put on the door. When Bob gets back, August, you and him can have a chat if you want. For the moment, Kathy, Evelyn, you head towards. There we go. Bob, August, you're now in your room alone. Kathy and Evelyn have left for the evening.
Before
they
they
all
leave,
okay? Carry on.
Kathy, leave your gun.
No, Kathy's already gone.
No, I was going to tuck them in.
Okay.
So I'd just say to the boys, are you
Slide a
going to
gun
be
up.
all right? You're going to be all right here? I think me and our new
leave your
friend
gun.
Evelyn are going to go have a drink.
Bob's really out of it, and he's just, leave me your gun. And he just keeps kind of repeating it. You probably shouldn't, but...
I think I will leave the gun with August, darling. You try to get some sleep.
They probably gave him a little bit more morphine, so...
August?
I'm more soft than Bob. But I'll take that gun, or give me a knife at least.
I don't have a knife. All I've got is a gun. But listen, it's in the drawer on the cabinet next to your bed. Only use it in an emergency, okay?
All right. And I take the book that's in the car. That was the one Ellis was looking for. You should check it out.
Thank you.
Elias.
Excuse me. I said
Yeah,
Ellis.
he's on drugs, remember.
Yeah.
The book, Mark, that book was called...
Africa's Dark Sects, I think.
That's it. Yeah, I've just found the reference in my notes. Okay. I'll take the book with me. I'll take all the clues out the boot and I'll stash them at my place once we've had a drink. Okay.
Okay.
Then you get some rest. We'll be around first thing in the morning to see how you two are.
They know where you live. Be careful, you hear Bob mumbling.
Can't find her. She's not there.
I'll stay at Evelyn's place. I'm sure that's okay, isn't it, Evelyn?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Why
Right.
did you look like that?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You've nothing to worry about. Just hoping I've left it in a tidy state, because I wasn't expecting to come back so late and with someone else.
We were all young women once, Evelyn. My flat used to be atrocious. Don't worry about it. You cannot shock me.
You two head off, leaving Bob and August. Bob, August, do you want to say anything before you slip into morphine dreams?
I'm sorry about your friend, Bob. I'm sure you saw what I saw.
And Bob is unconscious.
So no, you're not wanting to speak about anything. August just talks for about 10 minutes, going, oh, I'm so sorry. And
This reminds me of the time when, and I look over and he's just snoring.
Well, I wouldn't say he's necessarily snoring, but he's like it. He's looked away from you, and you'll see a tear rolling down his eye.
Aw.
oh, for the missed guns. Anyway, Kathy,
Get her
Evelyn,
gun collection.
Yeah.
it is a Wednesday night. You are not getting into a speakeasy. You are going home. Is there anything you want to talk about before you go to sleep?
Evelyn, darling, I really need a drink of something. A good friend of mine has passed away, and I saw a fantastic horror. that had
I've got a
taken
small
over.
amount of whiskey in the cupboard.
I just need
Sorry, scotch.
perfect. I just need one shot. Thank you. Takes the bottle,
Yeah.
twigs a bunch of it, way more than a shot, puts it back. I will repay you. I will repay you in kind. I will replace the bottle.
Don't worry about it. It'll help you sleep. It sounds like you've had quite a night.
You're being so very kind. Thank you for this.
Well, I've only just looked into stuff, and I've already seen some things that I'm going to remember for a while. There's a book. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
Yes. Here's all of the clues. I'll just leave them here. I put them on a coffee table or whatever. We can look over those in the morning.
Agreed.
Welcome to our little troop. We see terrible, horrible things, and then we drink. That is our way.
Okay. I'll try and keep up.
You'll do fine, darling. Now I'm going to bed.
You all wake
like
the
it.
next morning. Bob, August, you can both take another hit point back. Which of you two has the lowest luck?
Probably Bob. I have 65 luck.
What you got,
Bob is currently at 68.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So August, give me a luck roll, please.
Success.
There we go. The night passes uneventfully. Sometimes you see confused nurses and they get a word from Genevieve about what's going on. You're brought food, your wounds are checked.
That brought me above 50%.
You're also sorry, but Kat, you're spelling that wrong. There's no E. I brought you above 50%. That's good. Okay, so you're now completely stabilised. So certainly in the morning now, if there's anything you want to talk about, you can do so, and then decide what you want to do. Are you waiting on Kathy and Evelyn, or
Mechanical wise, the conditions, am I still under a major wound?
no?
Okay. All right.
Are we stuck in the hospital? Are we just stuck here?
You can discharge. You'd be able to. You would be able to. What you call it?
Have the police arrived yet at this point in the morning?
Not at your room.
We should get out of here.
I was thinking the same thing. Do you know where our clothes are?
That's a good question.
Bob
guess
will get up and rummage through the room. Hopefully, IV isn't plugged in. If so, he'll
No, there's
Carefully
there's
take it
no
out.
IV in.
Guess we just grab what we can. Is there anything in the room that is ours or other possessions? Like, is the clothes that?
Your clothes are there. They are folded and put beside the bed.
Yeah, I'm assuming everything else is in my car.
Would have been, yes.
Yeah.
Should I do a luck check to see if Kathy still has my keys? I guess she would, right?
Well, Kathy still has everything. You've already, your luck check's been done. The whatever's going to happen would happen or not. Kathy has everything, and she'd said to you she was taking it. Did you arrange for what was to happen in the morning?
I don't remember. I was on drugs.
I'm going to wake up early and just get us there early if we can.
Yeah, I said first thing we'd go back, so
And I usually wake up stupid early to go to work.
when you go into your front room, you see that Kathy is already dressed, weirdly looks absolutely perfect, and you have no idea how. It makes no sense. She should be still in the clothes from the night before. She had a change of clothes and done her face.
Yeah.
It smells delightful. It makes no fucking sense, but that's just the way Kathy is.
Kathy, give me a luck roll, please.
Hell yeah. Why did I do that?
You get to the hospital. There are several policemen standing outside. Did you meet Robson at any point?
I think we've only met his goons,
Only
not
met his
him
goons.
himself.
You see Lieutenant Poole standing there. He looks more dishevelled than usually. Speaking to a rather large, rotund man in a uniform, who seems to be berating him, talking down. Poole, when he turns his head, you notice black soot on his cheek. And as he does that, he notices you and kind of waves you away from the hospital.
Follow good lieutenant's advice and just go straight in, get our friends and get out.
You get up just as the gents are waking up.
Hopefully getting dressed at this point.
Yeah, you guys are getting dressed.
Hopefully several steps into getting dressed at this point.
That depends on what you want to see when you walk in. So.
Nothing. Yeah, they're both shaking their bollocks at each other and now have their trousers on as the ladies arrive. When you, what do you two? How do you two look when Kathy and Evelyn see you?
Somewhat in discomfort, but not too bad. Putting on his clothes. Definitely bruised up.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks over. Good. We don't have to look for you. You guys are safe, thank God.
I'm all bandaged up, but I've got a huge bruise going across my chest where that creature grabbed me. And I'm like messing with it when they come in. I don't have a shirt on, but my ribs are wrapped and I'm bruised in the face.
Six pack showing in the.
Yeah, I'm very lean and some of the oil from the.
Kathy has to stop herself for a second. She just sees you just like.
A very buff professor, who'd have thought?
Oh, yeah. I think everybody was lean in the 1920s.
Yeah.
It's more through the lack of food, starvation.
Yeah.
Scurvy. It's,
Bones are sticking at them.
Depression chic, I think you'll find it's called.
No, that was in the 30s. So we got a decade to
Yeah,
go.
we got a couple of years before the depression.
Post-influenza pandemic chic.
There we go. Spanish flu.
Democracy is important. I say, look, I believe that this Captain Robson fellow is downstairs chewing out the good Lieutenant Poole. I think we should try and leave through some kind of backdoor means, get to the car, and then we should take you for some fucking breakfast. What do you say, boys?
I agree with that. Let's get out of here. Let's go to my car.
Oh, yes, I could use some bacon and eggs.
there you go. Is that an offer?
Does bacon and eggs mean something that I don't understand?
Yeah.
Bacon?
Oh, yeah.
You miss bacon.
Oh, I missed the perfect chance to get a really funny surname.
I just did a little shimmy and throw a wink at Bob. It's like,
Yeah, we're gonna nickname Evelyn Eggs, so we're gonna have bacon and eggs.
So, this is I'll pass the luck test. You two, the four of you make it out. You do not see any of the police. You go out the other side. You get to the car though, and you do see them again out front because of where you parked. Again, they're still talking there. The moment Poole actually is alone, there's a couple of uniformed officers beside him. He's leaning against the wall, and he notices you and shakes his head, and then stands up and walks into the hospital.
what was the context of the? Oh, well, you're not going to tell me that. Like, what kind of head shake is this? Is a head shake like you've done a bad thing, screw you, or is it a head shake like don't do that?
It's like, don't come here, you might think.
Okay.
Yeah. Or don't wear white after Labour Day, you're not sure.
All right, we get in my car.
Yep.
And everybody loads in, and
Do you want me to drive, or are you okay?
We should stay at least hidden under, at least low on the seat here until such time as you.
There's police at the front, wasn't it? The only one I know is Poole.
We should try to be discreet at least a few blocks away. They may be looking for us.
Well, I know one place that will definitely not to attract the police attention through fear of violence. The Rotting Fish Bar.
Do they serve breakfast?
Is it entirely fish-based breakfast?
I'm sure Jerry could rustle up some eggs.
Entirely alcohol-based breakfast.
Oh, right, one of them.
I'll give them some money and I'll go out and buy some fucking eggs and they will make us eggs on toast. A British delicacy.
Whatever, do you have the clues? Were you able to get to your place and get the rest of the stuff?
Just to save time and for ease of everything, I'm going to just say that we brought the clues with us.
Oh, I figured you had him in the car. That's where I was going with it.
No, I think it would be better if you head to Evelyn's rather than a bar. A bar is probably not the best idea this time, and again, they wouldn't be open at this time in the morning. Not even speakeasies.
Ah, okay.
There's probably a place in the village we can get breakfast.
I wasn't really. I was just trying to think of somewhere where the police were unlikely to go, but if they're unlikely to go to Evelyn's, that might be the better shot.
We could leave the city. Do you want to leave?
We will need to soon.
Where are we going to go?
We go to my place. I live in Connecticut, above New York.
That's further than I was planning to drive today, but
It's fine.
we could. Only thing is, some of the stuff is at my place, in my
We'll just
apartment.
go back.
I've got some of the books locked up in a safe. Well, a safe come
I think
cabinet thing.
my character is going to be open to anything at this point because he's been mortally wounded. So I'm all about going there.
Yeah, come to mine and we can figure out where we go next from there. And we can get
Bob-
breakfast, because I think breakfast is a very good idea.
Bob is being a little whiny at every bump because he's no longer having morphine to help ease the pain. And he is complaining about, we should really eat soon, too.
Kathy, if you've still got that bottle from my place, let Bob have some, please.
I didn't take the bottle with me.
Oh, okay.
She finished it.
Then
That is why
I'm absolutely driving the car to the Greenwich Village and parking it near where I live, and we'll
I'll
get.
stop at a shop and I'll replace that bottle and I'll also maybe get another one and also get some provisions.
It's easy to
Can't
do.
get alcohol at a shop.
Oh, there's a liquor
It's
store that's probably.
prohibition.
Not in
Oh,
Prohibition.
Not getting a
You
liquor
don't think Kathy Bacon could find a bottle of scotch at 8 in the morning in Greenwich Village in
Not at
1925?
Not at this point. Come on, let's leave the alcoholism out of it for 5 minutes.
Fine, let's just go to Evelyn's.
When you get up to the door, Evelyn, there is a package waiting for you. It says from Carlton Ramsey. No, it's not Amazon.
It's alcohol on her front porch.
No, it's an E4 or whatever the size
Yeah,
is in the
Ramsey,
US.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's go inside and open this, I think. I'm a bit worried about everything now. So let's get everyone inside, get some food happening. I'll open the package.
There's a note on it saying that Elias had commissioned some research into Roger Carlyle's medical records and managed to get hold of this. Now, if you want, I can read out the handout, but it's rather long. But it's up to you.
Where is the handout?
It is in row 20.
Is it possible to summarize for the good folks watching on Twitch and later on YouTube?
This is the medical file.
Yeah. So
I read it earlier. I could summarize it.
yeah, okay, summarize it.
Okay, so this is a medical report dated January 11th, 1918.
From Dr.
Of-
Houston,
Yeah, from Dr. Houston
who
about
is part of the expedition.
who about Mr. Roger Carlyle, who at his sister's insistence went to visit him, complaining, and he was complaining about disturbing recurring dreams about like an Egyptian man reaching out to him, and he doesn't consider the dream a nightmare, but it's pretty upsetting. It's upsetting his sleep, and it's a genuine calling for him. And yeah, it's kind of pointing towards the idea that this dream was what inspired him to go on the Carlisle expedition in the first place.
It
That's
mentions a
what
couple
I
of other things. Yeah. No, what I'll do is I'll read through it.
I'm not very good at summarizing things.
No, it's okay.
I don't know
No.
what parts of it are important or not.
Exactly, I'm terrible at it as well, which is why I never do it. So, at his sister's insistence,
Sorry.
Mr. Roger Vane Worthington Carlyle visited me this morning. He deprecates the importance of his state of mind, but concedes that he has some trouble sleeping due to a recurring dream, in which he hears a distant voice calling his name. Interestingly, the voice uses Mr. Carlyle's second given name, Vane, by which Mr. Carlyle admits he always thinks of himself. Carlyle moves towards the voice, and has to struggle through a web-like mist in which the caller is understood to stand. The caller is a man, tall, gaunt, dark. An inverted ankh blazes on his forehead. Following the Egyptian theme, C, meaning Carlyle, I would take it, has had no conscious interest in things Egyptian, he says. The man extends his hand to C. His palms held upward. Pictured in his left palm, C discovers his own face. On the right palm, C sees an unusual, misshapen pyramid. The caller then brings his hands together and C feels himself float off the ground into space. He halts before an assemblage of monstrous figures. Figures of humans with animal limbs, with fangs and talons, or of no particular shape at all. All of them circle a pulsating ball of yellow energy, which C recognises another aspect of the calling man. The ball draws him in. He becomes part of it and sees through eyes not his own. A great triangle appears in the void, its twisted symmetry, of the same fashion as the vision of the pyramid. C then hears the caller say, "And become with me a god." As millions of odd shapes and forms rush into the triangle, C wakes. C does not consider this dream a nightmare, although it upsets his sleep. He says that he revels in it, and is a genuine calling. Although my strong impression is that he's actually undecided about it. An inability to choose seems to characterise much of his life. September 18th, 1918. He calls her Mwero, Anastasia, and my priestess. He's obsessive about her. As well he might be. Exterior devotion is certainly one way to ease the tensions of megalomaniacal contradictions. I got it. She is certainly a rival to my authority. December 3rd, 1918. If I do not go, C threatens exposure. If I do go, all pretense of analysis surely will be lost. what then will be my role? That's the abridged version of the medical notes. None of you have ever heard the name Mwero before.
Which name, sorry, we've not heard before?
Mwero.
Unwero.
Mwero. M''WERU.
That seems to be blocked out in our version.
No. He calls her Mwero, Anastasia,
All right.
princess.
Yeah, second last
Gotcha.
paragraph.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
Haven't been able to get ADHD meds for months. My brain is
I
fucking
know.
Swiss cheese.
Didn't
It's
worry
going
about
to be fine. I just may ask some questions that sound very silly and obvious.
Not
It's
at all.
not because I'm being rude on purpose. I'm being rude medically.
Michelle, you ain't got any Ken. Come on.
I don't know what that means.
Are you serious?
Do you think I do not know?
Thank you. Anyway.
Mwah.
Mwah. So, that wasn't for her, that was for me. Sorry.
That was for the world.
No, it's for me, don't tell us. Okay, so, yeah, that's what you got from them. I really wish I could share with you the fucking awesome notes that I have, because it's fucking crazy. I might just send them to you, Michelle, just because they're so awesome, even though I missed them. The little note says that they were gotten it. They are Houston's notes on Carlisle. Seems to finish up just before the expedition.
And it's definitely Roger Carlyle it's written about, and not about Erica. It's
Yes,
written for
definitely
Erica.
about Roger. Yeah, no, she's not written for her. She referred him to Houston. Yeah. She told you that in conversation as well. And it just says the closest relative is Erica Carlisle. Starts January of 1918, ends December the same year, and after that was the expedition.
Can confirm Erica is intimidating as heck.
She seems to be a right piece of work from what I've read.
It's not anyone that can run a company in this day and age, not taking on what she took on.
She was so desperate for justice, she may have got a whole bunch of innocent men in Africa killed.
I think she just wanted it tying off so she could have the company. If he's definitely dead, the company's definitely hers. No competition, no argument, nothing.
So you're saying that there may have been a financial motive?
She's got money now and she's well known, and she's not just the sister of someone who's, you know what Roger was like. He was in the papers all the time, strings of affairs.
Sorry, can I give you one last bit, because it's actually fairly...
Please.
Probably shouldn't have documented any of this. No doubt someday it'll be evidence at my trial. R and I were at his place in the Hamptons. We had quite a lot to drink, and she wasn't around. I suppose I was vulnerable, but I spilled the beans about IB to him. I mean all of it, idiot. For some time he's been insistent about my coming with him and Jack and Patty and her to England, and then on to Egypt. The first time he told me he wasn't going to take no for an answer. Could he blackmail me? Part of me wants to throttle him. Part of me wants to crawl into his steamer trunk and be quietly loaded onto a white star ship headed to England and ports beyond. It's clear a disaster is looming, even without ours involvement. I's family is going to find out, and there goes my career. I could dress up my role in the Carlisle expedition as somehow being meaningful. Some of the motion picture stars have their own personal positions. Why not our? It might make my work seem more personal, more exclusive.
What's this from?
That must be Robert Houston.
Yep, it's also from the medical stuff.
He was the only doctor that went with them, the psychologist guy.
It's just not in the handout, but it's also from the notes.
Right.
This is smelling weirder and weirder. I don't know how long you've been looking into this, but everything I hear about this just seems to make it sound more. The motivations don't make sense, and that makes me nervous.
So what was the doctor saying about his motives? He wanted to be a Hollywood physician.
He wanted to go and be a personal doctor, like a Hollywood physician.
No, he was saying that was his excuse.
Yeah.
That would be the excuse for going with, because Roger is threatening to blackmail him into going. And he would need a reason to go.
Roger made him go.
This Dr. Houston is one of the dead people, right? He's one of the people that was killed.
Yep.
Or possibly killed.
Well, there's a reason to suspect that maybe, I don't know, the stuff I got from Jackson made me wonder if maybe they aren't all dead, but it's very confusing, and I haven't got anything where I can say this is that thing that shows that they're not dead.
Well, let me broad stroke it. And anyone tell me I've got something wrong, we can work out a rough timeline.
Okay.
This Dr. Houston sees Roger Carlyle at the insistence of his sister, and he tells the doctor about this dream. The doctor is being blackmailed by Carlyle for some reason we do not know, and the doctor covers his involvement in the Carlyle expedition by saying he wants to be a Hollywood physician. They go to they go to Egypt, and they find something in the Nile, potentially, that makes them change course and go to Nairobi instead of Egypt. And they explain this to the press by saying they're going on safari. But that is when we lose track of them until they are found in Nairobi, at least their remains are allegedly found. Carlyle's sister blamed the whole thing on a random tribe.
No, that was done by the authorities there. That wasn't by her. They were executed before she got there.
The authorities blamed a random tribe that was not the Bloody Tongue and killed them, of which Carlyle's sister was very pleased with the result. And now there are a series of murders that have taken place in Brooklyn by this tribe called this cult called the Bloody Tongue, who are suspected of being the real baddies. I don't know what a word for baddies is at this point in 1925 New York, so I'm just saying that. The villains of the piece. They appear to have paid off Captain Robson of the New York Police Department. Lieutenant Poole is suspicious of such. And last night, a whole load of fucked up shit happened, and in the last 24 hours, I have seen Bob's intestines. How did I do?
What about the other clues that you have? Right, you need to kind of discuss them, because at some point you're going to want to move on from New York. So you want to discuss what you have, what knowledge you have, and together make a decision about how to carry on.
I believe we should head to the Nile in Egypt. We should head to Cairo.
That would be one of the spots I was thinking, or what did they... Because that's where they decided to change course, so what did they find?
Is there anything more we can find in New York before we... Because that's after, taking absence of leave from work and stuff. I don't know where you all are at.
Well, I think maybe the first thing we need to do before we leave for Cairo is prove... what's his name? Prove Hilton's innocence.
Well, we can prove that the Bloody Tongue cult exists, and I throw the mask out on the table from the junk that we got. That they are actually relevant. They were saying that they weren't even around. It was my impression that they weren't even functioning at one time, but they're obviously doing a lot here. And then I throw the other mask down with the multi faces on it, and I'm like, and what can someone explain what this is? Is this what we saw in the well, or is this someone else? Or what is this? Is there any way to know what that mask is?
You can. Give me a second. Boom, boom, boom.
There's a public library not far from here.
Give me boom. You can give me anthropology roll, or whatever you think's appropriate there for looking at it.
Can I do a split roll between the two? Occult and anthropology?
Yeah, a cult would be fine. You do one of the two is fine. You choose which one.
Oh, cool.
Would you like to spend the 20 luck to get there?
Oh, I didn't even see it go off.
It went
My
off
roll.
3 times.
Sorry, it's just not. I didn't see it on my screen. Pardon.
You can
Okay,
spend
first
the 3. Yeah. Not. I mean, for the first one, you would need to spend 42 luck to get there. Do you want to spend the 42 luck?
yes.
Okay. So you look at the mask.
Oops, sorry.
The carved wooden mask. It has 4 hideous faces on it. Perched on the top, there's a corded neck with a basket-like reed, feather and fabric collar. There's no straps or anything. It looks like it's worn more on top of the head with a kind of basket coming down over it. You think you might recognise the name of it, the Mask of Hayama, but you're not sure what it was used for.
It's just really interesting we find this in a basement in New York City.
Yeah, I think we need to get out of town for a while, so out of the country will also be help.
What about Hilton Adams? Is there
Who's
anything
Hilton
here we
Adams?
can?
Call
Hilton
Paul and
Adams
see
is
if
the
he-
innocent man in Sing Sing,
Of
waiting
course,
for
yeah.
his death. I made a
Call
promise to his
Paul.
wife.
What about your lawyer?
He might.
Can we
Take a
go?
moment. Go ahead. Sorry.
What clues did we get last night? Like, what have we got? We got the mask.
The monster. What else did you take, August?
We got the 2 masks. We've got a scepter and robes. And we got the book, which is very important. And I want to take a look at that book when we get an opportunity.
Now I think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, this feels like a great opportunity.
Then I open up the book and take a look. This is obviously Jackson was looking for this book.
I also
We
have some
found it
books,
in
and
the-
I'll open up the filing cabinet with extra locks in it and take out the stuff that I got from America.
So you want to look at the Africa's Dark first. I'll just punch my microphone. That sounds good. So a fairly dense tome. It's written by one Nigel Blackwell, who was an explorer. It's an odd mix of travelogue and expose, ritual practices. I mean, you've heard of this book actually, August. You've never read it, but it's doesn't have a great reputation. You know, there's not many copies of it. There's only 13, to the best of your knowledge.
Wow. It's a very rare antique book. Would there be any obvious reasons why it would be down there?
You have it in your hand. You've opened it up. Do me a favor and give me a sanity roll, please.
This book is crazy.
Yeah, one of the ones I saw yesterday were terrifying.
Ooh.
Right. Lose 1 point of sanity, please.
I made it by 1 point.
You see in front of your vision a massive red bloody tongue lick out, and you feel the roughness of it rasp wetly against your face, and then it's gone.
Something dark about this book. Probably very important to the cult.
To study it would take you about 6 weeks to get the full usage of it. Mechanically, what it would do is it would give you a spell and increase your Cthulhu mythos.
I don't know if we have 6 weeks, but maybe would study include maybe travel time?
Yes.
All right.
It says 6 weeks would probably shorten that travel time. Evelyn, you were saying you wanted to look at something?
I was wanting to share the stuff that I borrowed from Erica.
So what ones? Because we said you were swapping out the French one.
I'm double checking at the moment in the background, so I'm double checking which ones we got. Because there was one that was
the
about
narcotic
Greek
manuscripts.
Yeah, and that was written in English. There was a French one that we were swapping out. I'm just trying to find the details of them.
Amongst the Stones.
Yep, that was one because I thought that had been written by Jackson, but it wasn't.
Done. Yeah,
And there was
a
scary
God.
one. Yes.
So
and there was a scary one that was seemed to be wrapped in human skin, which I didn't take.
Yeah, that's Life as a God, but you were to change which ones you were taking, so you didn't take the French one because...
Yep, we haven't got time to translate it, and I thought I might know someone, but they're very busy right now.
So what are you taking? Amongst the Stones or Life as a God?
Probably Life as a God.
Sounds like a plan. You show them these books. You have the rest of your the clues. So what I would really like you to do, don't like the book, no. What I would really like you to do is to discuss the clues that you have. You have a letter from someone. You have the notes from Nairobi. You have the letter to Kensington. You've got the notes from London. Well, you get the medical file. You know about Cowell's lecture. Do you have anything else that I can...
Taking out my notebook and I'm writing stuff down in shorthand and drawing like arrows and circles and stuff.
Right. London was the last place that Elias was. Right. You've got a letter there that was written. Yeah, that's a letter from Warren Bassar. Yeah, that's about it. So London was the last place he was. The expedition went to Cairo, went to Egypt, to the pyramids, and then on to Nairobi. You do have things pointing to two other locations, but there's very nothing really concrete there that I think would lead you to either of them.
Yeah, the only places I know them reading this stuff is London for a few days, then Southampton, then Cairo, then Nairobi, then they died. Or disappeared. One or the other.
Let's try it out. What if they didn't die in Nairobi, then what would have happened, do we think? Just guessing, just like imagining how this might go.
Well, the way that it's been going in other adventures we've been on, they probably got possessed by some fucking nightmare and are running around killing everyone.
Or turned into face pudding.
Who's beeping?
Someone's alarm's going off.
Sorry, it's in my background here. So.
Bob, you appear to be making sounds from the future.
Yes. The cooking appliance is in the background.
I'm knocking at the door. So
I should probably answer that. And I'll go to the door and open it
you open
casually.
the door, and Lieutenant Martin Poole collapses at your feet. And that's where we're leaving it for today.
What did you do to Lieutenant, Eveline?
I didn't touch him. He just opened the door. He was clearly with it enough to knock it. Or someone was.
Behind him with the nigger.
So
we're going to leave, and this poor Hilton Adams guy is going to die. Like, that's how this feels like it's going to go. Because we got nothing.
Oh, well, August did get the bloody tongue mask out of a Juju house. It's just depending if you can get that to the correct, what do you call it? The correct people. Right, we're going to hurry up, say goodbye, and then we're going to read Lollygaggers before I fuck off to bed. So go around the same way as last time, tell us how your night was, and if you have anything to plug it. If you have anything to cancel it. There we go. Michelle, how was your night?
It was good. I would like to cancel Peter Kay For people who don't know, Peter Kay is a comedian who I've never found really that funny.
Yeah.
So I like to cancel him.
Fair.
And also, there's not going to be a game of Fallout tomorrow night on the channel. We decided to postpone it because we just don't like you. I'm kidding. Tim's got some stuff, and we're just going to take a break. So we'll be back next Sunday, a week tomorrow, the usual times, and maybe there'll be a fight, maybe there'll be some shopping, maybe there'll be some diseases. I don't know. I don't know what the players are going to do. What do you think?
Why not all of them?
Well, probably all of them. The way you guys have been playing, yeah, I probably imagine all of them. But yes, Fallout at usual times next Sunday.
Ian,
Yes. No,
how was your night?
it's all right. I had a good time. I have nothing to plug or cancel.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tim, how was your
Um,
evening, sir?
my evening was well. Thank you very much. Had fun. Bob's recovering. He made it through alive, so that backup character is just sitting there waiting to go. But yeah, other than Michelle calling tomorrow's game, which, by the way, happy birthday to my youngest granddaughters, who's 4
Aw.
tomorrow. That's why I won't be here.
Hola, Brema.
Yep. But yeah, next Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is Vampire the Masquerade. So please check us out then. That'll be the next adventure I'm in, and then
Excellent.
Lavaita is also there for that.
And last but certainly not least,
Because I don't understand time zones.
who does?
I enjoyed that very much. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm getting to talk to the other investigators this time. That's going to be interesting to start pulling things together and seeing what we can make of everything. Stuff to plug. Marvel on Tuesday. Maybe on that. We All Fall Down. Episode 7.
Yeah,
I think.
getting to some very, very
We need to get
interesting
moving.
parts.
Yep. And I'll be playing Vampire Chronicle on Saturday, / Sunday for me, as Tim said. And I would like to cancel Reform UK because the election's
please.
That is such a bad.
See, I want to cancel Starmer because he's a fucking dipshit.
Well, I'm biased for reasons I can't talk about on stream, but yeah.
Fair. Right, so for me, yeah, Tuesday we've got Marvel. We're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the channel actually, so if you haven't yet and you are watching, go to YouTube and subscribe. If we can hit 100, I'll be a very, very happy wee man. And yeah, so have fun. Thank you very much. I had a good laugh. We're going to raid now, which takes 10 seconds or something, I think. Then we'll say raid, go away another day. Sorry. Bye.
So the next 10 seconds, I'd like to outline a list of people that need to die in the real
In
world.
game, I hope you're referring to. Oh, damn, you added that part.